أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لبثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا. الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين بعثه الله شاهدا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه والسراج منيرا. I want to first start off by thanking the administration of the masjid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them with excellence. I know how difficult it is to sort out and to organize programs, especially with it being only yesterday. It was very, very last minute that this was organized with our brothers and sisters at Halal Eventbrite. Wallahi, it's very, very heart-touching to see all of you guys attending the program, even at such short notice. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to add this on your scale of good deeds. The second point that I want to mention, my beloved brothers and sisters, and of course because there is a camera in front of me, I have to say this, especially because now I have the Zionists, the Jews, also the Rainbow Team, right? The Rainbow Team, also blue-haired feminists and other enemies of Islam who are always looking to distort and take out of context what I have to say. So I want to make it very, very clear that I am not a hate preacher. As you guys are aware, do I preach hate? No. All we do is preach Quran and Sunnah and what the companions have to say. I am not someone who incites violence. I am not someone who incites phobia. You guys might not understand what I'm talking about, but we have to do it for protocol because there's a camera there. The enemies of Islam, they're trying their utmost best that shut down my programs wherever I go. I just came from Canada. I was there a couple of weeks ago. They tried very, very, very hard. The Zionists, the enemies of Islam, right? Rainbow Team, of course, to shut down my programs, but they failed. And I ask Allah Azza wa Jal an yufashshila khutahum. Right? That Allah Azza wa Jal destroys their plots. Having said all of that, my brothers and my sisters, here I want to discuss inshallah ta'ala ما يخص معالجة القلب وترقيقه. That which pertains to treating the heart and softening it. You know, my brothers and my sisters, with the emergence of social media, right? With the emergence of social media, just about everywhere I go, they always ask me, what can I do to soften my heart? I feel such heaviness in my heart. And it is not rocket science, it's not difficult to understand why we feel like that. Right? Let's be honest with ourselves, my brothers and my sisters. خلينا نكون صادقين مع أنفسنا. Let us be truthful. Because finding a solution to our problems is the second step after realizing there's a problem. If you are in denial, if you are in denial and you're failing to understand that you have a problem, you'll never be able to fix the problem. It's one thing identifying the problem, it's another finding the solution. First you have to accept, I have a problem. Like, great. You know, when you go to the doctor, you went to the doctor and you said, I have a problem. Then he's going to find you a treatment, right? But if you refuse to go to the doctor, is the doctor going to come and looking for you? Is he going to knock on your door? Oh, let me just check if so-and-so is sick. No, he's not. You have to go and look for the treatment. أليس كذلك? So we have to first accept that there is a problem. Right? A lot of us, I know this and you know this. Our hearts, right, have become dark and hard. Right? Shall I tell you how you can maybe see whether this is a reality or not? Wake up in the morning, right, and put all of the distractions that takes up from your time on a daily basis to the side. What are some of the distractions today that people have become busy with? Who can tell me? What are some of the distractions? Sorry? He said fitnagram. Good. Snapchat. Social media. We put that to the side. Good. Social media. What else? What are people doing throughout their days, right? Busying their minds with. What are they doing? Ahsan, PlayStation. Do you have PS5 here in Kenya? PS5 is so good. It's reached here, طيب. Sorry guys, I don't know everything about Kenya. PS5, PlayStation. What else? What else are the people doing to pass time? What are they doing? He said gambling. Hey, what else? Watching TV. Do you guys have Netflix here? Why are you guys laughing? You have, right? Oh, they watch it a lot. What else? Nintendo, we said games. Hey, what else, guys? Tan application. What is it? For dating. In the UK they have something called Tinder. It's a dating app. Type guys. All of these are distractions. Take that and put it to the side. Take that and put it to the side. See how you feel. When you've put all of that to the side, go for a walk. Go for a walk outside. If you start getting agitated, like someone who's on drugs, they get agitated, right? Or you begin to feel the need now to go back to these distractions, then i'lam, my brothers and my sisters, that you have a problem. Know that there is a problem. I'm going to share something with you guys, right? I have a sister-in-law that is not a Muslim. She's your average white lady that is working as a nurse in Switzerland, right? When I was in Egypt with my family, she came over after my wife gave birth to see her new niece. And I thought this was a perfect opportunity now to brainwash. So we sat down. I asked her a very simple question. What do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time? Because you work long hours, you're a nurse. What do you do? Right? She said, I have to watch Netflix. And wallahi, she done this with her hands. Otherwise, I will go crazy. Wallahi, she did that with her hands when we were sitting there, right, in Egypt. Right? All of these different avenues, whether it is the entertainment industry, you have Hollywood, Bollywood, Somaliwood Kudar, right? Whether it is entertainment industry, the music industry, the games industry, right? Also sports industry. They are all billion-dollar industries. Did you guys know that? Billion-dollar industries. How come they're making so much money? I'll tell you guys. Because many people today on the face of this earth, if they don't occupy their minds with all of that which I mentioned, they will lose it. They have to busy their minds with these things. And they are just feeding off the sadness of people. I speak to a lot of rich people, right? They don't need to work. You know what they suffer from? Having too much time. Having too much time, my brothers and my sisters, can be what? A problem. Right? So then they begin to contemplate suicide. He has all the money you can think of. He has too much time on his hands. Have you guys heard of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos? From the richest men on the face of this earth, right? Sah? How are you right? Huh? It's digi. Otherwise they want to make you sit here. Where do they want to go? Where do they want to go? He said they want to go Mars. You know what I think why they want to go to Mars? You don't have to agree with me, but I genuinely believe that they are bored of Earth. They are bored of Earth. When you've got that much money, my brothers and my sisters, and you've tried everything, and you've bought everything, you've tasted everything, you are always thinking about what is next. That's why I believe they want to go to Mars. And they will spend whatever to, right, experience new life. Ash-shahidu min al-kalam, the reason why I'm mentioning all of this, my brothers and my sisters, is that the way Allah Azza wa Jalla has created your heart, it craves, it cries out for its creator. It needs Allah. Otherwise, you're going to be no different to all of these people that have been caught up in these different industries, wasting their life away. Look at the football supporter. You guys watch Premier League, sir? Look at the addict. He's an addict, right? Saturday he's watching game after game. Sunday he's watching a game, right? He supports whoever it might be. Let's say Arsenal. He supports. He's constantly waiting now for the next game. Am I wrong to say that? If you're a football addict, throughout the week now, every day of the week, right? They have games for you to keep you distracted. Think about it. Champions League is on which days? Tuesday, Wednesday. And then on Thursday you have what? Europa League. And also they have something else now. What's it called? Conference League. Hello. Friday they have a game as well. And then you have what? Saturday, Sunday. To keep your mind distracted. You become enslaved. You become addicted to it. Right? You take this out now, if you take it out now of somebody's life, you take it out of his life, wallahi, my brothers and my sisters, at that moment in time, he will maybe go crazy. Right? Are you brothers and sisters with me? Does everyone get the point that I'm making? Nothing can nourish and fulfill your heart except who? Having that connection with the Creator. وَإِلَّا يَا جَمَاعَةَ الْخَيْرِ. By Allah, I swear by the Lord of the Kaaba. Right? I swear by the Lord of the Kaaba. You will never ever be satisfied. You will always feel empty. You will always feel empty. Let me read out some things to you guys. If you guys don't believe me, huh? Many people think that when you sin or when you busy yourself from Allah, right, that the only time you have to answer to Allah is when you meet Him on Yawm al-Qiyamah. People think like that, huh? Little do they know that the sins that we fall into has immediate consequences. Whether you realize it or not, your sins will come back to haunt you. Sooner or later, it will come back and bite you in the leg. Not just when I meet Allah. No, guys, you've got it wrong. It will come back and hunt you down. If you repent, inshallah, hopefully it won't happen. Walakin, you oppressed, you wronged yourself, you carried out sins. Don't think that I only have to what? Deal with it when I meet Allah Azza wa Jalla in Yawm al-Qiyamah. And inshallah after Maghrib, we will talk about the consequences of our sins and how it affects us now in this dunya before the hereafter. How it affects your marriage, how it affects your provision, your la'ak. Right? We'll come on to that inshallah ta'ala. Right? Let me read out, my brothers and my sisters. And by the way, some of you guys may have heard in the different programs that I gave, these are real life examples. My Instagram is full, brothers and sisters. It is full of what? Of shabab wa shabat, young brothers and sisters, just like you guys, just like everyone here, who are sick and tired of the lives that they are living over there. I know a lot of people in Kenya, they want to go to the UK. They want to go to the colonizers. Sah? Wallahi, my brothers and sisters, you are missing out on nothing. You are missing out on nothing. They over there are sick and tired of their lifestyles, looking for answers and how to get them out of this spiritual emptiness that they're suffering from. Empty inside. No matter how much money I give you, wallahi, that's not going to change the situation. This is one of the messages that I received. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Sorry to bother you today. You came into the burger shop and I was the one who served you. I was with the family, right? So we went for a day out. I had a lot of questions, but I didn't want to disturb you as I knew it was your family time, so I didn't say anything. However, I've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations, which is making this very hard for me, right? I have been rethinking my life. I just wanted to know if you are able to give me any guidance. Because the life I'm living right now, it is filled with a lot of sins, and at nights especially, for Fajr, I sit and pray and I cry for Allah's help, but I have just been struggling in life. Another example, this is an email that I received. I have a lot, 8, 9 that I took a picture of and I saved. But there's every day something is coming through. 22-year-old male, he writes zina right at the top. Says, Assalamu alaikum Sheikh, please can you help me? I've done zina for almost a year now with many girls. I am completely broken, empty, and I don't want to live anymore. My family doesn't know what I've done, only my mother does. Everyone who looks at me says that I look lifeless. I have lost my appetite for food, lost the will to go on. I really need some advice, please help me. I really need some advice, please help me. Right? These are from the consequences of sins, my brothers and my sisters. Right? Our sins that we fall into, what we lay our eyes on, it affects the heart, my brothers and my sisters. It leads you down a very dark road. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It leads you down a very dark road. More later on, inshallah ta'ala. A couple of points, inshallah ta'ala, that will soften up your heart. Why is softening the heart so important, my brothers and my sisters? Does anyone know? To help you, he said. What else? Why do we want to mainly soften up our heart? What is it that we want to achieve or acquire? Put your hand up if you memorize the Quran. Hi, Jama'ah. I thought, can you handle of Hufad? Or maybe you guys are shy. Put your hand up if you're memorizing the Quran. You're in the process of memorizing the Quran. That should be everyone. Put your hand up if you're trying to learn your religion. That should be everyone. Young, old, millionaire, poor. Everyone should be at least every day learning about his religion. Did you know, my brothers and my sisters, that if you don't have a pure heart, you will find it extremely difficult to read, to understand, to learn knowledge? You know, in Ramadan, which is the easiest time to be reading Quran, right? The easiest time. I always get messages, please brother, advise me. Why is it that I can't pick up the Quran? Or I want to study, but it's something that keeps what? Standing in between me and seeking knowledge. Later on, we will talk about that in a lot more detail. Right? Some of the preventatives of ilm, right? حرمان العلم وحرمان الرزق, all of that from Kitab Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullahi alayhi. I'll be a bit more studious than this one. Ibn Taymiyyah says, فإن القلب إذا كان رقيقا لينا كان قبوله للعلم سهلا يسيرا ورسخ العلم فيه وثبت. Right? وأثر. Whenever one's heart is soft and it's tender, right? The ilm will find it extremely easy entering into that kind of heart. It will affect it, it will impact it positively. That's when it's hard. وَأَمَّا إِذَا كَانَ قَاسِيًا غَلِيظًا كَانَ قَبُولُهُ لِلْعِلْمِ صَعْبًا عَسِيرًا. If it's hard and rigid, it will find it very, very difficult to enter into that kind of heart. Are you brothers and sisters with me? Right? There's a lecture I have on my YouTube channel. It is called Filthy Fathers, Cheating Husbands, and Free Mixing. Has anyone here watched it? Anyone here watched it? Filthy, did you say yes? Filthy fathers, cheating husbands, right? And free mixing. So you guys don't watch the videos, huh? So I don't know where all the views came from, because that video really picked up. على كل حال, in this lecture, my brothers and my sisters, I spoke about the effects of premixing, gender mixing, when you're hanging around with the opposite gender. Something that is taken very, very lightly. All I did was, in this lecture, I wanted to address this issue a bit differently. I could easily, like I've done before, mention ayah, Quran, hadith, Quran, hadith, Quran, hadith. When you do that, what happens is, a lot of the time people think, oh, this guy is out of touch with reality. We are in 2023, this guy doesn't understand. Oh, all of these ayat and hadith are for the Sahaba, they say. We are now in 2023. Right? We are in the West. Okay, no problem. So what I did was, I went to Islam Q&A. Have you guys heard of that website, Islam Q&A? Type. On Islam Q&A, there is an article. If you go to Google and you type free mixing, Islam Q&A, you know what comes up? An article which has first-hand experiences of people who free mixed, and then it led them into a miserable life. People would send in, you know how they're sending in like all of these messages? They would send into Islam Q&A when they free mix, when they open the door for people to come in and have innocent chit-chats over tea, what eventually ended up happening to them? Wallah, you read these first-hand statements, it breaks your heart. When I was reading it, I could hear people crying in the lecture. A woman, she would say, come, couples, you are all welcome. Friday night, Isha time, let's have dinner or let's have tea. So everyone comes with their spouses. Husband, wife, husband, wife, husband, wife, they all come to the house to have chit-chats. That same lady, my brothers and my sisters, that same lady is then sending in she's sending in her experience, the Islam Q&A. And wallahi, it is as if you can hear her crying. She said, as I'm in the kitchen cooking the tea for my guests, my husband is cheating on me upstairs. Why am I mentioning all of this? When I was delivering the lecture, my brothers and my sisters, after reading out all of these statements, I stopped and I said to the people, it's times like this when we appreciate knowledge. Wallahi al-azim. Because knowledge could have saved her marriage. Knowledge could have saved her from heartbreak. She's saying now, I am struggling to forgive my husband. I can't get over it. I can't forget those images when I open the door. When I opened the door, what I saw my husband doing, I can't forget it. It's times like that when we appreciate knowledge. This knowledge, my brothers and my sisters, we cannot function in this world without knowledge. It is impossible. Go ask all of these YouTubers. I have collected their statements, people like Logan Paul, KSI, all of them, Fuzi Tube, all of them, Justin Bieber, all of them talking about how depressed and miserable they are in their lives. And I'm thinking to myself at times, if you just had a bit of knowledge in how to deal with these situations, you wouldn't be like that. People think that I only need knowledge if I want to become the next mufti or if I want to give khutbah. Only then I say, no, my brothers and my sisters. You cannot function, right, without beneficial knowledge. Mustahil. I received a message on Facebook one time. Again, same thing. Free mixing happening between two families. Sometimes they say, wa walal kaga, wa walal kaga, wa wala shada. She's just your sister, or he's just your brother. Go upstairs, no problem. They are not brothers and sisters, they are cousins. Should two cousins be alone with one another? Huh? You got any way to know ya? My Somali is good, right? I'm now learning Somali. I'm even thinking about going to Hargeisa for 6 months to learn Somali. Huh? What do you guys think? Should they be hanging around? Just طيب. Wallahi al-Azim. I received a message on Facebook. Two families that are neighbors with one another. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. He ended up impregnating his cousin. And then he's messaging me, what should we do? What should we do? Right? He goes, we wanted to get them both married off, but he is a drug addict. Now they had to send her to the other side of the world. This could have been resolved how, ya jama'ah? If we just studied a bit of knowledge, right? And we acted upon it. إِيَّاكُمْ وَالدُّخُولَ عَلى النِّسَاءِ قَالَ أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ الْحَمُ قَالَ الْحَمُ مَوْتٍ. The Messenger of Allah said, be wary. Be careful entering where women are. So the Messenger of Allah was asked, what about the hamu? What about the brother-in-law? Who is the closest to the wife of his brother? He is the closest. The Messenger of Allah said, Maut, he is death. If he's like that, then how about anyone else? Right? A lot of the time, my brothers and my sisters, we can save ourselves from a lot of headache, heartache, problems after problems after problems, if we just had the knowledge to deal with the situation that we are in. Or, as the doctors they say, prevention is better than cure. Ahsant. Who said that? Where did you get that from? Dr. Radhai. I study medicine. Where did you get it from? English. Prevention is better than cure. I'm sure a lot of us would want to prevent all of these problems from happening before it actually hits us, and then we're looking for the solution. Sah? Prevention is better than the cure. In other words, seek knowledge and you will be saved from a lot of problems. A lot of headache and a lot of heartache. I mention all of this, my brothers and my sisters, because Ibn Taymiyyah, what did he say? فَإِنَّ الْقَلْبَ إِذَا كَانَ رَقِيقًا لَيِّنًا كَانَ قَبُولُهُ لِلْعِلْمِ سَهْلًا يَسِيرًا. If your heart is soft and tender, right, the knowledge entering into your heart will be so much more easier. I'm going to mention, inshallah ta'ala, 4 things that will soften up your heart. I have 15 written down, but I promised the brothers I would only speak for half an hour. How long have we spoken for? Huh? What time did we start?
Carry on.
Sheikh said carry on. He gave me amr.
No, I'm not giving you 15 minutes. Wind up in 15 minutes.
Number 1, my brothers and my sisters. Number 1. Putting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always first. Itharullahi ala kulli shay. Right? Putting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first. When your friends are messaging you, they're calling you, ta'al, come and do the haram. Right? Come and do the haram. We're all going out. It is very tempting. It's very, very tempting. And you know that's the wrong thing to be doing. When you say no in that kind of situation, see how you feel almost instantly, my brothers and my sisters. Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullah alayhi says, "Man arada safa'a qalbihi falyu'thir Allah ala shahwatihi." Whoever wants a soft heart, then let him put Allah always before his shahwah, before his desires. Right? You know what Allah wants. He's calling out to you. He's saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, you believe, you should take that personally. Are you not the person of faith? Allah is calling you. Don't do this, do that. But what do? Allah, wait for me. When I'm done doing my haram, I will come back to you, right? Even though we might not say it, but this is exactly what we are doing with our limbs. Sah? Or you are watching a football game. Today I think you're watching, sah? What are we watching tonight? Piracy, huh? We're stealing the football. And these websites from the black market, huh? To watch the football game. Sahih? The final today, huh? Sah? Why are you guys acting like you don't know what's going on? The time when the salah kicks in, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. What does Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar mean? Allah is the greatest, sah? Would anyone here say that, what's the name? Erling Haaland, huh? Is greater than Allah? Would anyone say that? But when you are now watching the football game and Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest, you can hear it, but you continue to watch this kafir, إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها أولئك. What does شر البريء mean? The worst of the creation. The people of kufr are the worst of the creation. Allah is telling you this. You choose شر البرية, Haaland, over Allah. Wallahi, you will feel dark inside of your heart when you do that. And when you stop, you get up and pray to Allah. You enter into that meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See how you feel, my brothers and sisters. Leaving something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will always give that person that which is better. Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah says, وَلَيْسَ لِلْقُلُوبِ سُرُورٌ وَلَا لَذَّةٌ تَامَّةٌ إِلَّا فِي مَحَبَّةِ اللَّهِ وَالتَّقَرُّبُ إِلَيْهِ مَا يُحِبُّهُ وَلَا تُمْكِنُ مَحَبَّتُهُ إِلَّا بِالْإِعْرَاضِ عَنْ كُلِّ مَحْبُوبٍ سِوَاهُ. That heart will never find happiness and ultimate sweetness except by loving Allah and gaining closeness to Him in the things that are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and turning away from everything else. Is Allah saying to you, don't have fun? No! Go enjoy yourself. If you want to go to the restaurant, go. Right? No, go, ما في مشكلة. But Allah comes first. Number one in my life. And shall I tell you something, guys? When you make Allah always first, you will always be first with Him. You need something, guys, take this from me. Believe me. You need something, because you're always putting Allah first, you will always get it first. Even at times when you don't ask Allah Azza wa Jal for it, because you're always putting Allah first, it will come. Number two, my brothers and my sisters, mu'amalatun nasi bil lutf, to treat the people nicely. Does it cost to treat people nicely? Does it cost money? Huh? يقول ابن القيم رحمة الله عليه فليس للقلب أنفع من معاملة الناس باللطف وحب الخير لهم. There's nothing more beneficial for the heart than treating the people nicely and loving good for them. And loving good for them. Allah bless you. You are now doing great in your business. Help the other guy. Huh? That hadith, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحبه لنفسه. You don't love something for the sake of, you're not a true believer until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. We might know it, but do we actually act upon it? In order for you now to become a big businessman, right, you had to do mistakes on the way there. Sah? You lost money. Now this guy, he comes and seeks your advice. Are you going to say to him, Akhi, go make mistakes like me? And then you will know, or can I just maybe give him a shortcut? Help him. look how you feel almost instantly. Wallah, and remember, the rizq is in the hands of Allah. Provision is in the hands of Allah. Sometimes people think that, oh, this guy will become my competitor. He will become my competitor. He will take half of my money, half of my customers. No, don't look at it like that. Look at it, perhaps if I help him now, Allah is going to open another door for me. 2 more and I'm done, my brothers and sisters, yeah? Number 3, غض البصر, lowering your gaze. Lowering your gaze from the opposite gender. صح? Are women the only things that you should not be looking at? Huh? Today in the UK, I have to tell men as well, lower your gaze. Because the world is becoming very colorful. Wallahi, men are getting these... Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullahi alayhi mentions, and he took this from Mujahid, Ibn Jabr, from the students of Allah ibn Abbas, غض البصر عن محارم الله يورث حب الله. Lowering your gaze from that which is haram, it brings about the love of Allah. Right? Ibn al-Qayyim, he mentions that there are 3 benefits. 3 benefits that you will walk away with when it comes to lowering your gaze. Number 1, حلاوة الإيمان ولذته. You will taste the sweetness of Iman. You will feel pleasure. He says, وَمَنْ تَرَكَ شَيْئًا لِلَّهِ عَوَّضَهُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا مِنْهُ. You don't leave something for the sake of Allah, except Allah will give you that which is better. Number 2, نور القلب وصحة الفراسة. Do you guys know what that means? Farasa? Intuition. You guys know what that is? Or shall I explain it? Intuition. At times, some people, they can see danger before it has come. They will look at a situation, they can see what other people can't see that's going to come out of the situation. So, understand now? Many people, they don't see that something is a problem up until it happens. Some can smell the danger. Intuition. And they will tell the people, no. This situation is problematic. And people are like, what can you see? Why is it that you can see something I can't? And then later on they realize. Number 3, قوة القلب وثباته وشجاعته. Allah Azza wa Jalla will make your heart strong and brave. وَيَهْرَبُ الشَّيْطَانُ مِنْهُ. Even the shaitan will run away from you. This is when you make it a habit now to look down. Shall I tell you guys about ibadah sirriya? A private good deed? Because we encourage all the time, my brothers and my sisters, if you want Allah to lift you, be someone who has private deeds that no one knows about. And it's a big reason that Allah will keep you firm. The poet, he says, عبادة الخلوات سبب للثبات وذنوب الخلوات سبب للانتكاسات. Sinning in private is a big reason why you will go far astray. You will fall off. Doing ibadah in private that no one knows about is the opposite. It is a big reason why you will be what? Strong on your deen. I'm going to share something with you guys. You're walking outside with 4 guys. All of you are walking outside, and then there are 4 girls that walk in front of you. What should you be doing? Is it 4 on 4 now? Huh? Is it 4 on 4 guys? A'udhu billah. What should you be doing? Lowering your gaze. Sometimes you walk, my brothers and my sisters, you and your friends are walking, and then a lady is walking on the other side. You might be able to see her if you do this, but your friends can't see you. Your friends don't know that you are looking with the deceptive eye. ما يعرفون. Right? Even though Allah does. يَعْلَمُ خَائِنَةَ الْأَعْيُنِ وَمَا تُخْفِي الصُّدُورُ. Allah knows the deceptive eye. What's the point that I'm trying to make? When you are like that, you have the ability to look at that lady that no one can see except you. But you put your eyes down. Your friends don't know that you are stopping yourself from laying your eyes on haram. They don't know that. This is ibadah That is hidden, private act of worship. Even though you're not inside of your room, but no one can see you doing that. Did everyone get the surah? Did everyone get the point that I just made? And how this is a private, secret act of worship. When you make that a habit, my brothers and my sisters, your life will take a turn for the better. You'll be in a better place spiritually, right? You will be in a better place spiritually. And the shaitan will get scared of you. He will run away from you. Let's be honest, my brothers and my sisters. Isn't our eyes destroying our lives today now? Especially with social media. Isn't it our eyes, my brothers and my sisters? Which leads us now to become infatuated. Ibn Jawzi said, أصل العشق إطلاق البصر. The root cause for becoming infatuated is what? Not lowering your gaze. It is the root cause. كما يخاف على الرجل يخاف على المرأة. And then he says, وقد ذهب دين خلق كثير من المتعبدين. Right? He says, many people of worship, devout worshippers who would come to the masjid all the time and pray to Allah, they lost their religion. He's not talking about the iyal sukh. No. He's talking about someone who comes to the masjid and is a devout worshipper. They lost their deen, their faith, because of what? Not lowering the gaze. The last one that I'm going to mention, my brothers and my sisters, actually I'm going to quickly mention two. One of them is what? Qira'atul Quran. Reciting the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Reciting the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and reflecting on it. Almost instantly, wallahi, you will feel better. You've been on your phone all day and you begin to feel a hardness. Put your phone to the side. Sit between Maghrib and Isha. Just read Quran. See how you feel straight after. But leave your phone at home. Not I read a page and then I look at my Snapchat. One of the Samani Sheikh, I believe, it was ala kulli hal, he referred to Snapchat as wasakh chat. Right? You guys know what I'm talking about. One moment you're looking at the page and then how many is that? 4, sah? Last one? Last one, mujalasatu salihin, sitting with the righteous. When you sit with the righteous, your iman goes up, my brothers and my sisters. And when you sit with people with doubts, your iman will go down. You'll begin to feel doubtful. Right? There's a lot that can be mentioned. This is why some of the Salaf of the past, they would say when someone's feeling down, go to righteous person, that person there, and just hang around with him, just be with him. Sometimes looking at certain people, wallahi, causes your iman to go up. Right? What was number 1? Putting Allah first. Number 2? Treating people nice. Number 3? Lowering your gaze. Number 4? Qira'atul Quran wa tadabburuhu. Number 5? Sitting with the righteous. On my YouTube channel, they have the remaining 10 because I went through 15 of them. Yeah, when you get a chance, watch it, inshallah. Before I leave, my brothers and my sisters, what are we going to do now? We're going to stop seeking knowledge. We only come to the programs when Abu Taymiyyah comes into town. No, my brothers and my sisters. Your iman goes up when you go to a lecture. It will just come back down if you're not regularly studying. So we need to regularly learn about our religion if we want to be in a better place. Lectures are like painkiller. You guys know what painkiller is? What do you guys have? We in the UK, we call it paracetamol. Panadol. You have Panadol, you feel better, but then you become sick again. Does it deal with the underlying issue? No. You need operation. That's what ilm is. Long term. You know, my brothers and my sisters, we have in the crowd, sitting amongst us, Sheikh Abdul Rahman, who teaches weekly. Walala Sheikh Abdul Rahman, where do you teach? Please tell us. Masjid Rahma, what time? These guys are not going to wake up Fajr, Sheikh. They're going to wake up. I'm joking. No, inshallah they will. Fajr? Every day. When? Saturday and Sunday, Masjid Rahma Fajr. regular classes. I'm sure the Sheikh, and there are other classes as well. Our Sheikh Abdul Rahman, he studied in Yemen. And he brought home the knowledge for it to be benefited from. Benefit, my brothers and my sisters, wallahi, you will see a big change in your life altogether when you're studying regularly. Your conscience of Allah Azza wa Jalla will change. Different person. Right? In Medina, we had people who used to carry guns and they would put guns to people's heads. Now, if you pay him £1 million, he's not going to put a gun to someone's head. Or they would carry knives. And that is because of the knowledge that he learned, which has taken his iman to another level. My brothers and my sisters, I'm going to stop here. I ask Allah to benefit and to bless every single one of you. Ameen. I know I look very tired. This is program number 4. I'm trying to save my energy for later. I try to keep this very, very simple. Inshallah ta'ala, that lecture that I do after Maghrib and As-Salam, wallahi, may well change your life. Not because I'm saying it, no. Ibn al-Qayyim, al-Allamat al-Arif. Wallahi, it was absolutely amazing, some of the points that he brought. I will see you guys there, inshallah ta'ala. جزاكم الله خيرا وأحسن الله إليكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.